Well, we move to football now, and victory for either Yeovil or Swindon in tonight's West Country derby will take them up to third place in the table. Both teams are keen to strike an important blow with just 9 games left of the season. Alistair Durden has spent the afternoon at Hewish Park ahead of tonight's game.
Well, this is the home dressing room at Hewish Park, where Yeovil Town haven't been beaten in the last 4 months. Swindon will arrive here, though, tonight and draw strength from the fact that the last time these two clubs met, they won by 4 goals to 1. Well, the two are neck and neck in the League One table. Only goal difference is separating them at the moment in the playoff places, and whoever wins this tonight will go third and only 3 points behind the leaders.
I think our performances over the past 3 games, we don't think we've got enough points that we'd have liked, but we probably warranted more points. So tomorrow night we start again, start for the last 9 games, and let's hope we can put the right performance and get the right result.
Well, we're inside the manager's office now at Hewish Park. So let's grab a word with Gary Johnson ahead of kick-off. 9 games to go, Gary. What qualities do your side need now to see the job done?
Quality is a big word. We need to show that. We need to show a confidence today and a belief, along with a commitment. So all those things are going to be needed because we've got a tough task, but Swindon have got a tough task to beat us as well. So 3 points are massive, and both teams know that given the 3 points, whoever wins takes all.
Good stuff, thank you very much. Well, don't forget, on tonight's 10 o'clock bulletin, we'll have the goals and we'll have the reaction from both managers. Alistair Durden, BBC Points West at Hewish Park.
Yep, Alistair's right. We will, of course, have a report for you on that game later tonight. Here's Jonathan.
Hi, Kirsty. I'm joined by the co-commentator for tonight's live match, Don Goodman. Don, let's start by talking about Blackburn sacking Michael Appleton today. What did you make of that?
Very surprised, to be fair. I know Blackburn are in a fairly precarious position, 4 points above the drop zone, but you can't put it all down to Michael Appleton. And, you know, when a club changes manager 3 times in the space of 6 months, that's an unsuccessful club and not a happy club. So, you know, it came out of the blue, and I think, personally, a personal opinion, I think they've made themselves look like a bit of a laughingstock, if you ask me.
As for tonight's game between Yeovil and Swindon, it's a big game, isn't it, in the League One promotion race. The winners can go third in the table, just a point behind the automatic promotion places. How pivotal is it?
Well, it's very pivotal, and it's pivotal not just because the winners can do, as you've just said, go 1 point off an automatic spot, but there are so many clubs bunched up together. The fear of actually missing out on even a playoff place must be at the forefront of some of these clubs' mind as well. You know, you've got 3 clubs underneath going really well in Walsall, Coventry and Leyton Orient, and you've now got a lot of clubs, most all of the clubs up there, looking over their shoulder.
Yeovil had a great run to get into the top 6, 8 straight wins. Yeah. They finished 17th last season. Is this just the Gary Johnson effect back at Yeovil?
Possibly. I've always liked Gary Johnson as a manager, and you know, Yeovil are obviously lucky to have him back. You know, he plays the game in the right way. He's very personable. I'm sure that he gets his dressing rooms right behind him, and he has to be one of the main reasons, along with a certain striker who's banging goals in for fun called Paddy Madden, that Yeovil are pushing.
And as for Swindon, they've replaced Paolo Di Canio with Kevin McDonald. Big shoes to fill, aren't they? What do you make of their decision to appoint McDonald?
Well, I think he's as good a candidate as any. I think the big shame for Swindon is that they were going really, really well. You know, they've just gone top of the league, and you know, since Paolo's departure, they've won 1 of 5 games. And again, it's probably nothing to do with Kevin McDonald that series of results have left them again looking over their shoulder, but still in with a realistic opportunity of promotion.
Thanks, Don. Enjoy the game. Join us for live coverage of Yeovil against Swindon from 7:30 on Sky Sports 1 HD.
It wasn't such a good night for Lee's dad, though. Gary Johnson saw his Yeovil side lose 2-0 at home to Swindon, who go third. On a difficult playing surface at Hewish Park, first half chances were limited. Yeovil could have taken the lead when Paddy Madden's cross set up James Hayter, but his shot went over. Then in the 77th minute, Swindon were awarded a penalty.
Roberts can chase, he's in behind Ayling. Steck's come a long way, clatters into him, penalty. A rush of blood for the Czech goalkeeper, and Swindon have a wonderful chance.
Adam Rooney took it and scored to put Swindon ahead. And Swindon scored again with the very last kick of the game.
A worthy way to crown a vital victory for Swindon Town. James Collins completes an excellent night's work for Kevin MacDonald.
There was one member of the Johnson family who's got a win tonight, though. Lee's Oldham won 3-0. What do you make of that?
Well, it's it's a little consolation, isn't it? Credit to the chairman, Lee, and Oldham. That's a good result for them because Hartlepool were doing very well. So, but it'll take me a little while to get over this disappointment. But good luck to them.
Well, we move on to sport now, and Swindon Town took the bragging rights and the points last night against Yeovil to move within a point of the automatic promotion places. The 2-0 result was a setback to Yeovil's ambitions.
But with 8 games still to play, both managers and sets of fans know anything could happen, and probably will. Alistair Durden reports.
You can't beat that. Great atmosphere for all the fans that have travelled. All you guys at home, you should have come. Great atmosphere.
I don't think it's a big setback. It's a referee spoiled the game, isn't it? A game. Referees always spoil a game here, but
we could have done with the 3 points, but I think we'll still be all right, and I look forward to the championship next year.
We've had a few ups and downs recently, but I think after that we can put them behind us now, and it's up the Football League we go.
Neck and neck on points going into the game, both knew a win would be a big statement of intent. Yeovil had the best of the early exchanges. Joe Edwards just off target.
Oh, what a good opportunity that was.
And James Hayter passed up this chance to put the home side in front.
Controls and then blasts it wildly.
Swindon weren't so charitable in the second half, and when Yeovil's keeper Marek Steck collided with Gary Roberts, the referee pointed to the spot. Adam Rooney stepped up to put Swindon in front.
Rooney scores for Swindon Town!
The last kick of the game produced a second goal. James Collins got it to put Swindon right on the heels of the top 2.
He's wrapped up the 3 points!
It changes so quickly because last week we lost the game and ended up going way down the table, and then obviously we didn't play on Saturday and we moved another place down, so it's going to change for the next probably 8 games, I think, and I personally think it'll go to the April the 27th, to see where everybody finishes up.
We got some inexperienced players that I thought showed their inexperience today on a big stage, and we didn't have enough of them, especially second half, doing enough. We got to move on because I'll get the raging up with that game because I didn't think we did enough, and I want to go back in there now and have another rave up, if you don't mind.
Yeovil dropped out of the playoff places on goal difference, but with just 9 points separating the top 10 clubs, nothing is anywhere near being decided. Alistair Durden, BBC Points West.
Well, you talk to a fair few of the locals in this part of Somerset and they see this as one of their biggest games of the season, as do the folk up the road in Wiltshire. As a West Country rivalry, of course. It's the feeling, though, Don, that if they fail to win, then automatic promotion is beyond the losers. Do you think it's as cut and dried as that?
Well, I'm going to say no, only because of the nature of this league. And it's terrible.
It's a mighty collision in the opening seconds of the game.
We have got 2 lads clearly intent on getting the ball, but Kevin Williams is the one with his leg raised. It's Thompson feels the full force of that.
And space in that. Just lifted over the crossbar by Edwards, who was coming forward from midfield. More close proximity about this combination between the front 2. Hayter coming in. Still Hayter! Oh, it was teed up so well, wasn't it? In by McCormack, not dealt with well first time, followed in by Ward, just wide.
Well, maybe thought he had scored. First time they don't deal with a high ball in, it does take a deflection.
What a super flick that was, and it drew a super save from Marek Steck. Cook, Madden. Collins working a good situation for himself. Nailing away. Well, Steck is being worked on a more regular basis now. Williams, Collins. McCormack. Roberts can chase, he's in behind Ayling. Steck's come a long way, clatters into him, penalty. A rush of blood for the Czech goalkeeper, and Swindon have a wonderful chance from the penalty spot. So Adam Rooney. Rooney blasts Swindon into a lead, and that may well be enough given the game so far to send them soaring into third. McCormack has Collins to his right. There's 3 against 2 here. Collins could really crown it for Swindon, and he does. A worthy way to crown a vital victory for Swindon Town. James Collins completes an excellent night's work for Kevin MacDonald. And Swindon will be third tonight. They will be right back in business in terms of their automatic promotion charge.
I think obviously we didn't play as well as we had in the previous 3 games, but we managed to grind out a result. And so my thoughts are that we can obviously play the horrible way and also try and pass it as well. So we just need to now look forward to the next game.